Getting after one of our reporters was sexually harassed twice this week. Britt Dixon was doing the story on campus Tuesday when she was yelled at by two men.
Imagine doing your job and hearing this. F her right in the P. It happened to me again this week, this time when I was at Mohawk College interviewing students returning to class following the strike.
No, they made some stuff a little bit easier. Like, for example, stuff is online. So.
Really? A male student saw my camera and said it as he walked behind me. Then I heard it a second time outside Mohawk, right before I was about to go live on TV. Both incidents are now being investigated by the college.
The first, real thought I had was, how stupid is this, and what are we going to do about this, and how do we stop that?
Mohawk's president sent this statement to all students, saying if you somehow believe it is acceptable or humorous to demean and sexually harass women, then you are not welcome at Mohawk.
It doesn't align with the values of the college or my personal values.
Take a look at YouTube, and there's reporters all around the world experiencing the same sort of abuse. Here at CHCH, most of my colleagues have faced the same thing.
I've had more times than I can count people yelling at me the same thing that was yelled at you, Brent.
It's unnerving, unsettling, and offensive.
Kind of makes your stomach drop a little bit when you hear that. Extremely uncomfortable. Hearing those are words that I personally would never say.
What they don't understand, I think, is that it's my workplace. So I don't have an office where I go to. I stand on the street and I report. That's wherever the scene is, that's my workplace. And when someone shouts obscenities or something demeaning to me, that affects me.
It's mortifying, and it shows on your face.
It affects your performance at work. It really messes with your mind. You're off your game. And you're put in a position of fear.
It's a vulgar phenomenon that started a few years ago as an internet prank, where someone yells, F her right in the P, in your microphone or your camera, often when we're set up just like this, trying to do our jobs. Sometimes drivers yelling it out their car windows.
I'm really surprised that people are still thinking that it's okay and that people still find humor in it. That's the scary part.
We still have that feeling that these things aren't really important and that we should just let these comments roll off our back, when really we should...
There's no humor in that.
We'll be chatting more about this a little bit later.
There's no humor in that. That's a crime. That is a crime. To say that to F her in the P, to F her like that, to fuck her in the P, that is a crime. That's assault. And you will be punished to the full extent of the law to do this. For anybody, the person who ever posted that on social media, maybe, or have posted that, may want to remove them, or, they shouldn't even be on YouTube, because I would say that is very demeanable, and not only that, it interferes with the news, interferes with the person doing the work to get the story to you on air, interferes with that, interferes with broadcasting. The person have to, literally, this demeans a lady, and that's disgusting. I mean, people who do that should be locked up, key thrown away. I recommend a few students at Mohawk who did do this, I recommend they turn themselves into a police or turn themselves into officer register to receive their suspension. And remember that the criminal offense will end up in jail. You'll miss Christmas Day with family, and you will end up in places where you don't want to be. Not out with jail. So don't say that. Don't even say, I would never say it, lady, and you shouldn't do it. So there.
Until he was forced to resign earlier this year.